If you're in your 30s as a woman and you feel lost, you are not alone. I know exactly what that feels like. I want to talk about how you can overcome and find your way again. So for years, I thought that I was going to be a designer and that's where my entire career was going to lead me. Up until about a year ago, when I was fired from a job, that ended up pivoting my entire career choice. And I had to decide at that moment, I felt like life was crashing down because all of the years that I built up to be this amazing designer felt like it just wasn't what I wanted anymore. And I didn't know how to pivot into the next thing. I ended up realizing that design was not fulfilling for me anymore. I didn't exactly know what was next. I was scared to start over, but let me tell you, when I did start over, it put me at one of the greatest, most peaceful places in my 30s that I had never been at before. Today, I'm breaking down why you feel lost in your 30s. It's completely normal. I'm breaking down what's actually happening, why you feel this way, and how to move forward and just create a life that really and truly excites you again. So first of all, normalizing the experience of feeling lost. So let's start with the fact that society just has unfair expectations. We've literally been conditioned to believe that by 30, everything is supposed to be perfect. The career, the finances, love, stability. But the truth is that is not the case for most people. Life doesn't follow a set timeline. And most people are literally still figuring it out as they go. For example, social media makes it seem like everyone is thriving in the world. And because of this, it's why a lot of us in our 30s feel so lost. You're literally comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. You have to stop doing that. You are simply outgrowing your old life. Sometimes feeling lost isn't about failure, it's about growth. In those areas of feeling lost is when something is going to brew, something is going to come about. You're evolving, and the things that once made sense no longer make sense anymore, and it's not aligning with who you are becoming. A lot of us have a fear of making the wrong decisions or the wrong next move or next steps in life. But staying in a situation that no longer serves you is going to do more harm for you than you could even imagine. Let's talk about how to navigate feeling lost and actionable things that you can do. Number one is to accept that this is a transition phase. You are finding clarity, you're rediscovering, you're learning who you are again and what you love, what's actually going to light that fire in you all over again. It's like a glow up phase, right? Because you're shedding from the things that no longer serve you and you're getting ready to become a new person. You're shedding what no longer fits. Start to get curious about what excites you. Trying new things, new hobbies, or getting back to old hobbies. There are things right now that you have let fall by the wayside because of the life that you were living that was making you miserable and unhappy. You forgot that you love bike riding, that you love going to Pilates, painting, reading books, whatever the case may be for you. Bring that back into your life or take time to discover new things. A journal prompt for you is, if money and fear were not factors in this situation, what would you be doing right now today? There is no perfect time to start over. At any point in life when you're pivoting or starting over, it's always going to feel nerve-wracking. These steps are helping you to get to the right place in your life. And just know that the feelings that you're feeling are valid, but you are also right where you're supposed to be. It's for a short period of time. And later on, you will look back at these moments and say, wow, I needed that very thing to happen. Like I told you guys before, I was fired from my job. I did not have the strength or courage to leave that place. I knew I was not supposed to be there, and I let myself and my life become in its most miserable state until it was no longer a thing. That was the greatest thing that could have ever happened to me. Make sure you are surrounding yourself with the right energy. Be intentional about who you're surrounding yourself with, the things that you're watching or reading or that you're letting into your life. If you're always just reading and hearing about negative things or hearing about this and that and it's bringing you down, delete it, block it, get it out your life. You're mentally not strong enough for that thing anymore, and we're building you back up, girl. Also, feel free to join a community community with like-minded people. I have one, it's in my description box. It's called the It Girl Factor Club, and it is a community of over 300 plus women who are all leveling up, glowing up. They're going through struggles, good times. They're talking about finances, love, dating, sports, games, just all of the things that they love. They're getting back to themselves. And oh yeah, we also have a book club started in there as well. So your invite is waiting for you in the description box. Let's mindset shift and reframe the experience. This isn't the end of your story. It's probably the end of that book or chapter, but we're starting a whole new one, girl. And it is the chapter of where you are taking back your control and reinventing yourself. This is going to be the best chapter of your entire life. You still have decades ahead of you. Your best years have yet to come. You're just getting started. Stop putting so much pressure on you because society says you're supposed to have this, that, and the third. Girl, no. You're where you're supposed to be, in a discovery phase. There are so many people that have pivoted in their lives career-wise. There are people who didn't become famous. There are people who didn't see great success until their 40s. Vera Wang is one of them. Oprah's another. There are several people out there who got to their greatest chapters of life in their later years, and nobody questions it. Nobody says you should have got there back in your 20s. No, it doesn't work that way. Here's a personal reflection for you to think about. Even though you feel lost today, one day you're going to look back and say to yourself, if I hadn't had pivoted or had felt lost, I would have never discovered the very thing I'm doing right now today. That is just something to think about, your future self thinking about those things. So just remember, feeling lost is not a setback. It's a reset. Pivoting, it's your chance to find yourself again. It's your chance to build the life you actually want. I mean, you're living a life that's miserable, that you can't stand, that makes you upset, that you hate every single day anyways. Why not take time to rediscover who you are? And so for me, I no longer live that miserable life. I'm 40, 50 pounds down from where I was. My hormone levels are in check. My energy levels are through the roof. I've been able to pour into myself in ways that I just didn't see happening for myself, things that I wanted to happen. The love, as you guys know, a girl's engaged. So let me tell you, these things can happen for you as well if you take the time and also invest in yourself. I invested a lot in myself in under a year in order to fast track my life and where I wanted it to be, to where I don't have to ever go back to that career path anymore. I'm completely transitioned. I'm renewed, and I'm so thankful that I was stripped from that situation, that I was taken out of the dark place that I was in, a place that no one knew I was in. Not my friends, not my family. My fiance saw it, but that's because he was the closest person to me to see me breaking down every single day of my life. And I no longer do that. I'm freed. Your girl is leveled up and glowing up. And now I'm sitting here telling you guys, I'm sharing with you that this can absolutely happen for you as well. If you want more, if you are ready, if you are tired of feeling stuck, miserable, I have a mini glow up guide also linked in the description box. It is $5. It is $5 to invest in your health, your wealth, your finances, your love life, just in yourself and getting back to you. It's going to show you how to romanticize. It's going to give you those tips, how to juice, and all of the things that it takes to level up in your 30s. And it's a mini guide. So it's not that long, girl, and it's $5. So make sure you pick that up as well. And join the Discord community as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm excited to see where we go next. And I just want to reiterate that you are not stuck, okay? You are just in between the life that you're living now and the life that you're meant to be building starting today. So yeah, girl, take all that and do what you will with it. Don't say I didn't tell you nothing, sis. And I'll catch you guys in my next vibe video. Bye.